Back in Week 5, the Oilers lost a blowout in their last game against the Thunderbirds. Can Albuquerque finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the state of New Mexico in the high desert city of Albuquerque. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Houston Oilers taking on the Thunderbirds of Albuquerque. Hello again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. And, Charles, let's do some breaking down of this Albuquerque club as they enter play. They coming off their very first loss of the year, suffered a week ago.
Yeah, it will not be a perfect season, but I'm interested to see how they bounce back now that they know that chasing the 1972 Dolphins is out the window.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 19 carries, 88 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah. That too.
That too.
2nd and 10 for the Houston Oilers. 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 2nd and 10 for the Houston Oil lost tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. But it's incomplete. He had space in front of him if he had held on. Instead, it's 3rd down. Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Oh, what a move. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Harris running straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Back to throw. James. Completes it to Davis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. James. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind out the 1st down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the give, this is Harris. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now out comes Houston. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing again. Gray. Gets it to Meredith, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Gray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Gray. And this is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gray. And that's complete to Adams. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division, they've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. James. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. Houston's offense taking over again. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
And that one to the right side and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Adams. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feed down complete. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
James looking to throw on 2nd down. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
It's brought in by Harris. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On first down, this is Adams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
And that flag accepted.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They bring their punter out there now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. James. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Pick up a 5 that time and a first down. Looking to throw. James. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Harris going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A handoff. Adams running left. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Operating from the gun, James. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Official foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Houston set to take over.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down has been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
It's just been all-out pressure on this drive. They've already sacked him a couple of times, and now here, he's just forced to chuck this one away.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
The Albuquerque offense ready to take over once again.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Rose, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
At the 25-yard line.
Operating from the gun, James. He finds his man, complete. That's Rose. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw is James from the gun on 3rd down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Operating from the gun, James. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Rose. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And he is going to lose yardage here. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break, but I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. James. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off play action. James. That's to the sideline and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rose. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 23. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
And he is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A run up the middle, Adams.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side. And he coughed it up.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Back to throw again. Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Oilers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Point after, right down the middle. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
James now on 1st and 10. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis.
Big strides. Look at him go. Inside the 10.
Touchdown! A big play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Still second down.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! From 10 yards out.
And the Thunderbirds have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now out comes Houston.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Manning. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a 1st down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Manning. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the ground, right side, it's Adams. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 37 yards.
And the Oilers have cut it back within a score.
Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the 1st half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and Remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Back to throw. James. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. James. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. James. He finds his man, complete. It's Barker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. Back to throw. James.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And a solid run down inside the 30. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
In trouble, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, wanting to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Edwards. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Oilers.
On the handoff, Adams here. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively they've been put under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start the drive with Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
66 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line.
Houston set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Manning. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Houston.
On to give, it's Adams.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. On play action, they'll throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Over the middle, complete. That's Manning.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Brown. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Manning. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. That's caught by Meredith, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Oilers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Albuquerque offense out to take over now. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rose. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. It's Rose. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to swell the lead to 6. And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a 3-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a 3-point game. They get a drive, put it through the posts. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, a minute 51 on the clock. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this is one of those gotta-have-it drives. You can't start much better than that. Big yardage there. And just as important, he's able to get out of bounds. And now, that changes everything.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop pull.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get...
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taken the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of the team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. So now the story changes. Trailing by 4. At time, a huge factor. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get another road date next week.
Meanwhile, for Albuquerque,
they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.